afternoon baseball now from beautiful Marlins Park in Miami, Florida. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way. Caleb Smith will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been
digging in. Theo Jamison, 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Fouled away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping into the box, number 45. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. The 1-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Verdugo will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. At the plate, number 1, and the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. The 2-1 home. Skied into very shallow right. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now he'll throw back to first. On to first, a double play. 1 hit's all they get. On now to the bottom of the second. The Marlins lead this one 3-0. Digging in, Derek Dietrich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Jamison is there to put it away for out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Theo Jamison. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. Now batting, Theo Jamison. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Oh my! It's gone! Santa Maria! So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 22 on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
He's one of the best home run hitters in the league, and rightfully so. You're not going to get cookies thrown at you every at-bat. Most guys can handle a fastball, but
Next up will be Alex Verdugo. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Jameson is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now in the box, Austin Barnes. He hit a two-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
you want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Digging in, Theo Jameson. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run. But listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
1-0.
That evens it up, 1-1. Moustakas, base runner at first with 1 out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 36. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a blooper to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Cut hold.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
7-1 the final today. The Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Caleb Smith earns win number 7 on the season as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Fernando Romero gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the...
Settling in now, Theo Jamieson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Jamieson.
First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Strike 2.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Here's the 0-2. Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Grossman is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Tigers nothing. Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. So digging in now, Max Kepler. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame.
Kepler.
Ready on 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Jamieson has it in his sights. And the inning is over. Twins get a run on 2 hits. On to the second inning now from Minneapolis. It's the Twins 1 and the Tigers nothing. So coming to the plate, Mitch Garver. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Garver.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Jamieson. And that's the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Simeon. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays.
Next up for Detroit, Theo Jamieson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball.
But picked up on a hop. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And you can see right there he currently holds the top spot in that category on this Minnesota ball club. Ready once again, Max Kepler. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th.
Kepler.
The 1-2. Fly ball out to right field. Jamieson has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Twins strand a pair, but they lead it 4-1. Stepping in, Theo Jamieson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Jamieson.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Shoots this one
Come
over
on,
to
come on,
first.
come on.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Tigers leave one, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Stepping into the box, Jameson. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Fastball well outside. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall.
Hold on, right here.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Now batter, number 0.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Dennis Davidson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A bouncer to the left side.
Beat it out.
A tag for one. In to score, the runner from third.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Minnesota Twins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Fernando Romero earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Now from the home of the Twins since 2010, Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Today, it's an American League Central Division matchup between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Twins baseball starts now. Stanley Ota, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases.
Stepping up to the plate, Jameson.
Right
and the
fielder.
Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. First offering on its way. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on it.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard. So
number 2, he'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, number 2.
pulled toward right center field. Wagner is in pursuit, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And the throw in gets away from him, and he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
And these fans could not have asked for a better way to start their day. A leadoff triple in the home half, and they're off and running.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Heading out towards shallow right. Jameson is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Here's Robbie Grossman. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Jameson giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Theo Jameson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Theo Jameson.
Here comes the first pitch. In front of the changeup there, as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Garver goes to get it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Well, you know you mean it.
Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Eddie Rosario.
Skied into straightaway right. Jameson is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now at the plate, Theo Jameson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Rolled slowly to first. Crone charging this one, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail it 4-1. Now at the plate, number 2. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Pitch on the way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Jameson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. We're through 6 full. It's the Twins 4 and the Tigers 1. Digging in, Theo Jameson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
That evens it up 1-1. 3 runs already home here.
Come on, baby. You're up.
And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
On the bag, on the bag,
he
on
has
the
some
bag.
trouble with it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. 7th inning stretch upcoming here in the Twin Cities. It's the Tigers 6 and the Twins 4. Digging in, Mitch Garver. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around. Working for the punch-out and the offering. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Jameson racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does.
Leading off the inning, Jake Cave. And they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Heading out towards shallow right. Jameson has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding in to start the 9th, Theo Jameson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Ready for another chance? Max Kepler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall in right field.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting. Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. The Tigers jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Number 70 gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Joe Jimenez wraps it up for the save, his 19th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. Friday night baseball on the show, and we come your way from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. It's Tigers baseball, and it's coming up next. Costa gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Theo Jamieson, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside?
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park, all tied at 1-1. Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac with you in the booth for this one.
Andrew.
The 2-2. Now he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Theo Jamieson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Theo Jamieson.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rangers' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Up next for the Rangers, Nomar Mazara.
Right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
0-1, here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Jamieson has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Theo Jamieson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Jamieson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The Rangers lead this one 4-1. So next to the plate for Texas, Elvis Andrus. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now Andrus with a swing and a deep drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Cut it, cut hold.
And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Ready for another shot now. Theo Jamison. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Last breath for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season, and he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Rangers took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Number 57 earns his 5th winner of the year as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Corey Knebel earns the save out of the bullpen, his 35th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.